Hey, Team Thrive Nation, Billy Holderbee coming to you live here, and just wanted to shoot a little video of maybe I can help you with a few different things. First of all, talking to people in public, which I know is a big one for a lot of people that struggle with just being nervous to do that. And number two, a little bit of touching more of how I have made a mind shift of how I connect with people out in public and the things that I do. And I just want to give you some of my tips that have been working, and I'll let you run with it from there and see what you want to do. But the thing that you got to remember, people buy you, then they buy your product. So you don't want to be the guy of, hey, I'm Billy, and I got an opportunity for you. I can pretty well promise you those don't work out so well, and I'm a first-hand witness of that because I have tons of people that I've met and did that with and basically got zero results out of any of that. So I do want you always to be excited about what you do, but let me just share a few tips. If you look back, because this is kind of two different levels that I'm going to touch on here. When you first begin in Le-vel, if you look back to when you first began, like I said, two different levels here. First begin, obviously you blow up Facebook, you go crazy with Le-vel and Thrive Experience, and you're sharing with everybody you know, you're super excited, you're passionate, and you just pours out of you because you just have put some things into your body that have completely changed your life. So it's easy for people to recognize your excitement, your enthusiasm, and they just want to be a part of that. People want to be a part of happiness and positive, and they can see that in you. So I look back though, it still comes down to relationships and connections. I think back of when I first began 2.5 years ago. If you look at all my strong legs of my teams that I have right now, all of those people were past connections. It's people that I had built relationships with. I had known for years. We'd played ball together. I did things with them. I had just known them for a long time. And those were my core. That's what we built off of. So a lot of you out there, I'm sure if you think about this, your solid teams that you have right now are probably people that you knew in your past. Either you went to high school with them, you went to college with them, you hung out with them on the weekends. There was probably a connection there. I'm sure there's a few along the way that you have on your team that's personal to you that maybe you didn't have a real strong rapport with. Maybe you were just Facebook friends with them and they jumped on with you. But from what I have witnessed and what I have seen, normally that's not the case. There had to have been some kind of relationship there and some kind of trust. So when you do start, obviously you're going to get a lot of people that were probably connected to you, like I said. But this is also not, now what do you do once you've been here for 8 months, a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, and now it starts getting a little more difficult to get people. So this is how I've had to make a mind shift, and it's been about 5 months ago that I changed my approach. Normally, I was that guy. I'm out at 7-Eleven. I'm out at the mall. I don't care where I'm at. You know me that I'm going to talk to people. That's just what's going to happen. And when I was running into people in these places and I would see them, it would be like, hey, have you heard of Thrive yet? And the answer was usually no. And that's usually how I started the conversation. And once we'd dive into it, I'd get their email and, hey, I'll set you up a free account and I'll send you the info. And to be honest with you guys, none of those have worked out for me. Some of them have joined. I'm not going to lie about that. Some of them have joined, but none of them have continued. None of them built a team. And I firmly believe it was because there was never no connection built there. There was never no relationship. So they got to buy you, then they buy the product. So I don't want to be that guy anymore that goes out, hey, I'm Billy and I have an opportunity for you. If you date back to listening to like Paul Gravett and Jason Camper and them and stuff, Jason even told us in New York that he would rather people be customers. Too many of our promoters try to push people into promoting when that's not the avenue they're really ready for yet. So he said they should be customers and then flip them because you have built a love with Thrive and Le-vel and you've built a relationship with them. You're connecting to your customers and then you can get them over to the promoting side. But Paul Gravet's always saying, people don't wake up every single morning and go, hey, I want to join an MLM. That's not what people do, but they do wake up tired and hurting, can't sleep, need energy, yada, yada, yada. So that's the approach we have to take with people. But let me just share some things that I have switched on, and I'm going to show you just briefly some of the results that I would really like for you to do. I actually did a team call over this Saturday morning. You need to connect with friends. You always have to, or you need to connect with people and always be building relationships. Not trying to sell them on your opportunity, but building relationships with people. So if you think about it, prospects turn into relationships, then to turn into business partners. So before you develop this relationship, you have to find a level to connect with them. So I got this from Darren Hardy, so I want to share it with you. A good way to connect. Here's what I do out in public now. If you met me today out in public and you ask me what this is, or we start up a conversation, I'm not just pouring into you about Thrive and my opportunity and what it's done for me. My basic response would be like, you've never heard of Thrive? And they're like, no. I say, oh my gosh, this has completely changed my life. It actually allowed me to be a father again. It has completely changed my life. But here's the Darren Hardy approach with people. It's called form. So briefly, my 10 seconds or less of how this has changed my life instantly means they were curious, but they're not curious on my opportunity. They curious about what I said of it completely changed my life and allowed me to be a dad again. I'm able to get out here and do the things I want to do, and I've lost 80 pounds. It's been phenomenal. But soon as that has been said, within them 5 to 10 seconds, I do Darren Hardy's what's called form, F-O-R-M. What is form? Now the conversation from me goes directly to them, and it's friends and family. So what do you do? Is next is the O for occupation. So now I want to know about friends and family. Are you married? Do you have any kids? How old are your kids? How about your friends? You strike up conversations all about them. I no longer want to talk anything about me. And I strive hard to not mention anything else. I always have to keep it about them. So the friends and family first. Second is occupation. What do you do? How long you did it? What got you into that? Was that a degree? Did you pick up that from a family? Did a friend? Where did that come from? People want to talk, guys. I promise you, they want to talk. And especially if you're not a good communicator, which I was not. I was more of the person that my number one strength finder is winning others over. So I can win people over quickly and build up a rapport, but I'm not a good conversation person. It usually dies out for me. So this form was huge for me to start asking these questions. And here's what happens. After you go from O, from occupation, you go into R, which is recreation and hobbies. What do they do for fun? How did they get into that? Did somebody introduce you to that? Tell me about that hobby. You love flying airplanes, the little remote control, whatever it is. You have to start asking tons of questions about that. And trust me, they love to talk about that. And the M stands for money and investments. If it gets that far into the conversation, and they've told you about their jobs, they've told you what they did, now let's get into some money and investments. Did you find a place to start investing? What do you use? You don't have to ask money questions like how much you make, how much you invest. Just start getting them to pour information into you. They will leave you thinking you were the best communicator in the world. And I promise you, this is what Darren Hardy said. He's the master of asking questions and people thinking he's one of the best communicators in the world, and he talks very little. The person that talks less usually wins. So you want to build them up. This is building relations. So let's just say I did all that with you today. As I leave, I'm saying, hey, I'd love to connect with you. It's been awesome to just talk with you today. Can I get your email? Can I get your phone number? I'm big about just getting phone numbers. And the biggest one I'm a fan of today, because I know what I do, I want to connect with them on Facebook. I was like, man, I just love hanging out with you today. I'd love to spend some time, meet your wife, meet your kids. Maybe we can go have dinner one night together. But Can I follow you on Facebook? Can I friend you on Facebook? No one ever tells you no. That's an easy yes. But there's another reason I want to friend them on Facebook. I know what I post daily on Facebook, the Le-vel stories. I know that I'm sharing my DFT. I know that I'm telling them how much I'm enjoying life and the things that I'm doing. And I know they will start following me. And I never had to mention or beg for them to join me or try to build up what I did. I didn't even do that. So a lot of these relations that I've been building have been 4 or 5 month relations, and they were serious relationships. I didn't go into this trying to find business partners or people that join me. Do I want them to? Absolutely. I want to change their life, but I have to build a relation with them. And I have several people, new promoters in the last couple months that are rocking. I got one that probably today is a brand new promoter that's going to hit his $4,000 bonus, and he's only been in here 15 days. He has another promoter that just hit VIP 800. I got another new promoter that just last month, in their first month, actually did almost 7,000 in volume, and he's a secret promoter. He don't even post on Facebook. He don't even, because of his ties. But I had to get to know him to do that. And he would tell you today that he was around me for 3 months and he never really knew what I did. He seen my patch, but I built a strong relationship. And still today, he is becoming one of my best friends. And I'm building several rapport with that. And I'm looking back going, all my first core was friends. People I'd known forever. Now my second core of team that is starting to develop and booming is from another relationships that I built. Not a sales approach, not attacking them, not pushing it down their throat. I need to know them. I need to know their family. I need to know their kids. I need to know what they're about. And that's where you form big relations. So here's a little test that I'd like to do as I jump off here. Some positive daily habits. What can you do every day? Here's a challenge I want to give you. I want you to connect with 2 new people daily. Every single day. If you connect with 2 new people a day, over a year period, you're looking at connecting with 700 people. That's just building connection. I don't mean you're trying to push your business down their throat or the Thrive experience down their throat. You're just building a relationship. We're talking about form. How can I get out and meet somebody in the street? How can I meet somebody at the mall? I had a waiter day before yesterday. The dude was fantastic. The old Billy would have been, because I've did this numerous times, oh my gosh, you're awesome. You have a best personality in the world. You would do good in my business. What's your business? Oh, I promote Thrive. It's a great opportunity. You can get a car. You can get trips. People don't want your opportunity. So, day before yesterday, waiter was perfect. I was like, dude, you have one of the best personalities I've ever been around in my life. I just enjoy you. Your smile is awesome. You're so happy. You're so positive. Do you care if I connect with you on Facebook? He was like, sure. Right then, I pulled up my phone, connected with him on Facebook, handed him my phone number, and I said, hey, I just love to connect with you, chat. Maybe someday we can hang out. I just like you're just got to have an awesome personality. The very next day, I receive an inbox and say, hey, I was your waiter yesterday, and what is this Thrive stuff? I did not attack him about the Thrive experience. He come to me, but connecting with him on Facebook and trying to build a relationship was way more important to me than trying to spill my business opportunity to him. So that's just kind of my tip. I want you to start connecting with 2 people a day. Try to find a way to do that. Get out and just smile at people. They're out there. People are struggling. It's easy to make contact with them and smile at them and just strike up a conversation. People love to be smiled at. It's unusual for people to smile today. And it's easy for you to strike up a conversation with people that you see happy. And